So a few weeks ago, Sony sent over their brand new Sony ZV1 II for me to play around with to see if I like the new camera. And since having it, I used it for a secondary camera for YouTube videos, to record B-roll, to record vertical content. I even took it with me to Dubai, to the Dubai Esports and Games Festival to film on stage with, to see how it performs in all of these different use cases. So let's talk about it. So Sony is marketing this camera towards vloggers, and I do agree with that. It's got some amazing features that make it really great for vlogging. It's got a built-in ND filter that allows you to easily shoot outside. It's got a focal length of 18 to 50 millimeters, which is wide enough to use handheld vlogging, as well as 50 millimeters, which is really good for like extra B-roll shots or texture shots that you may need for your vlogs at the end of the day. And of course, it all comes in this really tiny package, making it really easy to carry with you for extended periods of time for vlogging, because vlogging is an awkward angle to have your arm at for extended periods of time, especially if you have a really heavy camera. Now for me, this camera is so much more than just a vlogging camera, and this camera is almost perfect for any creator, especially creators doing vertical content. So this camera has got a bunch of cool features like smooth face and product showcase mode that allows you to actually just hold up a product on the camera, and it will actually focus on the camera instead of on your face without you having to really go and try and block your face at all times, which is really great, especially for creators who do show off a lot of products in their videos or live streams, as this just makes it so much easier to just hold out and the camera focuses, and that is it. You don't have to struggle with anything. This camera, yes, is also great for live streaming because you can connect this camera to your PC by using a single USB cable that connects between your camera and your PC, and then your PC will pick up the camera as a webcam that you can use for live streams or even online meetings. And what makes it even better is the fact that you don't need anything else, because the USB cable also recharges the camera as well. So if you have live streamed in the past, or if you have looked into live streaming, you know how much headache and money this actually saves you, because you don't have to actually go out and buy a capture card, and you don't have to go out and buy a dummy battery, because all of this runs on this one single cable, which in turn also makes your desk look a little bit cleaner. So if you're someone who likes a clean desk with not a lot of cables on it, then this is great for you as well. Now we can't forget about vertical video, and my main camera that I use for everything is the Sony a7 IV, and this is a really big camera, so mounting this thing vertically to shoot vertical videos for me doesn't feel all that safe. I always feel like it's just gonna tip over, but with this one it's really easy because it's so small, but you can still shoot up to 4K video, meaning that you're not actually giving up any quality by mounting this camera. And speaking of easier, it connects to your smartphone easier as well. So connecting the Sony ZV1 II with your phone has never been easier thanks to the Creators app. And I used to have a Canon before this, and connecting to their app was a nightmare. And honestly, when I switched to Sony, it was even worse. But now with the Creators app, it is actually really easy, and it works really well. Now from within the app, you can do a lot of different things, including using their cloud service, which is great for when you're traveling to store backups of all of your footage or pictures. You can also use it to shoot remotely, so you can set up the camera and then change settings and start recording using your phone. Or what's even better is to shoot using your camera and then directly importing it to your phone, editing your content on your phone, and then just simply posting it directly to social media, removing the need for SD card readers and laptops altogether, making it really easy to travel with as well. This also makes it really fast and really easy to get content out. So let's say you're at an event and you want to post content as quickly as possible, then you can simply take pictures or videos with your camera, import it either directly to your phone, edit it and post it to social media, or import it to the cloud and have someone access it remotely via the cloud, and then sort of editing and posting it to socials from there. Now, Creator app does work with other models of Sony cameras, for example, my Sony a7 IV, but with a setup like the Sony ZV1 II, you can have a really tiny compact setup with using the Creators app and your Sony ZV1 II. You can also use the touchscreen of this camera as you would a smartphone, so you can easily tap on settings you want to change or you want to activate, and it works as simple as that. In a generation where people are used to using smartphones, this is a great feature to have, as it makes it really intuitive to use this camera, as you are sort of used to clicking on a screen and changing things instead of having to use all of these different dials to change different settings. And then if you want it even easier, you can switch it over to intelligent mode for either your photos or your videos, and then just focus on creating really good content while the camera takes care of everything else. And then lastly is a feature that I haven't used a lot but could come in really handy, and that is Cinevlog. And what Cinevlog does is it actually applies a sort of LUT to the image, and it also makes it this wide aspect ratio, so it does look a little bit more cinematic while you're shooting. And this can be great for when you are doing vlogs or anything else outside or even indoors. If you want to take B-roll shots of different things, then you can switch it over to Cinevlog. The camera switches it over, makes it look really cinematic and really cool. And once again, you just have to sit back, shoot the shot, and it will look great automatically without you having to worry too much about changing anything else except for that one setting. This camera really has been a great addition to my setup. It was really easy to throw it into bags as well to take with me wherever I went, and it is really easy to shoot vertical content with because it's much easier to vertically mount it compared to the Sony a7 IV, which once again doesn't make me feel all that comfortable compared to having this sort of light camera that you just sort of mount. And then it is also just great to use as a secondary camera for either A-rolls to get different angles of your face, or to get a top-down shot for when you are perhaps doing unboxing videos to get a shot of the products as well. This camera for me is perfect for most content creators and is a perfect camera to do it all with, whether that is use it as a webcam for live streams or online meetings, using it for vertical content, and a camera for general content as well. And you can even take it with you for vlogging, since it is a smaller size and it will attract much less attention. But what do you think of the Sony ZV-1 Mark II?